Okay, we're back, everybody. Okay, we got our shrimp together here, and basically, it's not basically all the way puree, and we kind of don't want it that way because we want to taste the shrimp. But this is what it looks like. Okay, you see, kind of shredded, and then you see the chunks of it. Okay, that's a good thing. I think we'll do it that way. And also, I want to add in here is not a whole egg, but an egg white. I have it right here, and kind of whisk it up a little bit. Just one egg white, a large egg, and I use cage-free brown eggs, but it's your preference. Okay, and this is like a workshop here, so you guys can choose, what type of ingredients you want to use. And then we're gonna just mix it up with a spatula here. We got our breadcrumbs ready too, and then the cheese. I already put the Parmesan cheese in. What I did was just sprinkled a little in there, because I actually going to use this for the other sauce for the pasta. So we're going to use that for that, and then the Gouda cheese. Okay, what I did was I cut it up into like little dice, chunks like that, so it could easily go into the shrimp, regardless that it's shredded or pureed or whatever it is, so that you can kind of taste the cheese too. So I know for a fact I cut up about a third of a cup, but I'll put those measurements up there for you. So let's go ahead and put that in there. We're going to put the Gouda cheese in there. It smells so good. Oh, it does. It really does, because the garlic's in there too. And I'm going to use the garlic, of course, for the pasta sauce too. I'm going to use that. Okay, so our breadcrumbs, what I decided to do, because I showed you both of them, I'm going to use the panko, and I'm also going to use the C4, the gluten-free C4. I'm sure I showed it to you guys, but actually this is really good, because it has salt in it though, but it's zero. It doesn't have any fat in it. No fat in it. This is good because it's gluten-free. It's good. And I thought, well, so it won't be so plain, even though we're putting it in this mixture that has all of those seasonings and flavors and herbs in it. Why not give the breadcrumbs a little flavor too? So what I put in there was smoked paprika. Well, we have smoked Gouda cheese in there, so let's mix that with it. And then I put also peppercorn medley in here. Okay, those two things I put in here in the breadcrumbs. So now, and what I did was I combined them together, as you can see. See the panko, and then you see the other one, the C4. But I mixed them together like this. And then you got your paprika in there too, because that'll make them, like a little coating and let them brown. So that's what we're going to do now, is go ahead and put, and it may not use all this, but we're going to just go ahead and start it, because what you have to do, we're going to have to come back, because we need to get this real cold before we put them in the skillet here. So we're going to have to refrigerate this a little bit, like a half hour or so. Maybe not, well, yeah, like about a half hour or so. Okay, so you just keep doing this and mixing it up. Let's see what it's looking like. Not much. I mean, it's looking like something, but not much. That's because it needs more breadcrumbs, you can tell. And you can tell, what recipes that you're doing actually kind of needs with the feel of it, for the consistency. So you can kind of tell. Okay, that's what it's kind of doing now. But it needs some more breadcrumbs, because it needs to be pulled together, because we need to make patties out of them. So we are going to probably use all this. But, just kind of, a little at a time. Get it going. See what happens. See? Now, it looks like it's a consistency here. See how it's kind of like coming together? Yeah. So we will do that. Okay, well, like I was saying, this could be a workshop. And I'm just hoping that all of you will put comments, on there, or just say, give me a hello, or hey, thumbs up, you know. If I'm doing the workshop on YouTube, that would be great, because I love to hear everybody's suggestions, or just tips or anything, about recipes, because it's like the sign that we have back here for the workshop that's saying DIY, do it yourself, because that's what it could be, and that's what we can turn these workshops in. It doesn't have to be something that I like to make. It's what the viewers want to make. It's what they want to eat. It's what they have their taste for. Yeah, I think this. Yep, this is just what it needs. About the 2 cups. Okay, because it's all pulling together now, where I could just pick it up and make it a patty, and that's what we're going to do. But like I said, before we do that, I'm going to show you, because we do have to refrigerate this before we put it to the heat, because we're going to also bake it in the oven too. Remember, that's what we're going to do, but that's only going to be for 8 minutes. So by this time, the 7 minutes for the pasta, then everything should be done at the same time. Okay? So let's see. Let's see if we can get one and put it on our plate. Okay, let's just see how we can do this. Yes, it is. See how it's coming together? Just like the salmon croquettes that we make, except it's shrimp. I would say, depending on what size you want to make them, but I think a good normal size would be about, like, I would say like this. And then, if that's the case, you're going to have to do them so many at a time inside your skillet. In a 10-inch skillet, I think at least 4 could fit in there, or 5. Let's see. Yeah, but see, we got to refrigerate these. See, because you can see, that's what they look like, guys. Look at all the herbs and things in there. Look at that. Ooh. And the onions. I put red onions in here, and I put a little green peppers in here. But this is what I'm using for the sauce for the rotoni. But I put some of it in here too. So we have half of that. And don't worry, we'll get those measurements up there. But to see the cheese, oh, look at this. This one has a big shrimp sticking out. You see it? Oh my goodness. Oh boy, just think about just biting into it, and then look at the cheese. Oh my goodness. And the cheese, and you would think that this Gouda cheese, well, of course the old age Gouda cheese, it doesn't melt as well as it does the original. I mean, not the original, what we have here. This one, because this is like newer, like young baby Gouda cheese. Okay, but old aged Gouda cheese, I'm pretty sure it's a different, it wouldn't melt as well. So this will melt in there. I just said, but it's okay. Even the cheese, it's okay. I mean, it'll melt in there. That's what I'm thinking. Well, I'm creating. But I think it will melt in there. I know it'll melt. In there, but I'm saying, see, maybe I should have made the pieces more tinier. Because you don't want it to burst out, I guess, while it's, frying. But it's only, guess what, though? We're only going to fry it for 1 minute. About 1 minute. See, just to brown. Just to brown the top and brown the bottom. That's it. And that's it. We can make a lot of patties out of this. Look at there. Okay, there's 3. And there's a whole bunch in here. 4. I would say maybe 8 to 10 patties is what what it can make, depending on how much shrimp. Like I said, I showed you that I got the jumbo. That's the jumbo size, and I think that's only 19 pieces. 19 pieces, and then I cut some of it up. Yes, I cut some of it up so we can taste that shrimp. Okay, there's 4 right there. Okay, so, but we do have to refrigerate this. That's the thing. So it's okay. We're gonna go ahead and refrigerate it, and then, like I said, when we come back, we're gonna fry them just for 1 or 2 minutes, not even maybe 2, but just to brown on both sides, and then we're gonna put them in the oven right away for about 8 minutes. Meantime, our pasta water is going, okay, and then actually in this same pan, when we take them out and put them in the oven, we can use like the same kind of I guess you would say the browning in here, just to brown the tops of the shrimp, we can use for our pasta sauce. See, all the flavors will combine all together, which would be good. All right. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. One more. Let's do this. Can make 2 more actually. This will make 2 more. We're gonna put this in the fridge and just cover it with plastic wrap. Cover it with plastic wrap. Put it in the fridge for about 30 minutes. In the meantime, we're gonna go ahead and get everything going for the pasta. We're gonna go ahead and get everything out for it. But when we come back, we're gonna go ahead and fry these up. Not long, just for a minute. So we're just gonna brown them. I shouldn't say fry. We're gonna brown these. Brown the top and brown the bottom. That's what we're gonna do. Okay, so in the fridge they go. Okay, so we'll be back shortly. Okay, so stay tuned.